In a quiet moment, as you observe the deep, knowing gaze of a beloved animal companion, a question might emerge. Is there something more to this bond? Something beyond what meets the eye? Ancient wisdom whispers that there is. From a space of profound awareness, we uncover insights that transform our perception of these furry family members forever. Consider a reflection on interconnectedness, revealing that the relationship with your pet often echoes profound connections stretching through time. If you've ever felt an inexplicable sense of destiny or timeless love for your animal, you are touching upon a truth more expansive than often imagined. This understanding isn't an isolated belief. It resonates across various wisdom traditions, deepening our appreciation for the sacred companionship we share. The revelations about the essence of animals and their journey run far deeper than many realize. We are about to explore 3 foundational insights that address the heartfelt queries of every devoted animal caretaker. Do our cherished animals carry a deeper consciousness? Does their spirit persist beyond the physical form? And can we ever truly reconnect with them? In the minutes to come, you will gain clarity on the distinct yet interconnected spiritual paths of human and animal consciousness. Witness perspectives on animals continuing their journey with families through successive lives, and discern the spiritual roots that make your bond with your pet profoundly significant. But first, allow a personal inquiry. Have you ever peered into your pet's eyes and sensed an ancient, knowing spirit gazing back? According to timeless teachings, that intuition may hold a deeper truth than you realize. These contemplative insights, gleaned from profound inner knowing, offer solace to every person who has contemplated their animal companion's spiritual essence. However, the nature of this spiritual reality for animals is not always what is commonly expected. Here's a wisdom that shifts our entire understanding of animal consciousness. Animals inherently possess a spiritual nature, yet it expresses itself fundamentally differently from human consciousness. While humans are graced with what could be termed individual awareness, guided by a capacity for conscious choice, animals often move within what is observed as a collective consciousness, a unified stream of being. This does not imply a lesser spiritual stature for animals. On the contrary, deeper awareness suggests they may be more innately aligned with the universal divine flow than humans typically are. Ponder this. While humanity often grapples with its capacity for free will, sometimes diverging from a path of universal love, animals consistently align with what is described as the foundational currents of creation. They abide in a state of pure presence, guided by intrinsic wisdom rather than entangled in moral dilemmas. As those who study the intricate web of life perceive, animals remain in harmony with the creative forces unless influenced by human intention. This provides a clear understanding of why your pet's affection feels so unadulterated and boundless. They effortlessly emanate divine love, unhindered by the mental constructs that humans so often build. But here is where this timeless wisdom becomes truly captivating. Animals not only persist beyond the moment of physical cessation, but they also re-manifest. And consistent observation reveals that our companions can indeed journey with us across multiple lifetimes. From profound inner visions, it has been affirmed that a beloved pet we cherish now might have existed as a powerful spirit in an earlier passage of history. What is profoundly inspiring is that the very souls who felt a deep connection to this creature in one lifetime might have encountered its earlier, more formidable expression in a distant past. This echoes ancient stories where a spiritual being, once a protector or challenger in another form, later chooses to return as a gentle family companion, continuing threads of connection with the same human souls encountered centuries before. But perhaps the most remarkable understanding emerges when considering whether this companion would always retain the same form. The profound response: that depends on the environment and its unfolding path. This suggests that animal spirits can evolve their form of expression based on their spiritual growth and the needs of their soul collective. Here's what this might signify for you and your cherished pet. If you experience an undeniably deep bond with your animal companion, a quiet knowing suggests you might share a journey as part of the same soul collective, accompanying each other through various passages to support spiritual evolution. Accounts resonate of deep connections, such as a youthful spirit having shared a bond with a particular creature in a far older existence. This is not mere happenstance. It speaks to a partnership of souls spanning centuries. The implications are profound. That animal from the shelter, the one who chose you, might have sought you out across lifetimes. The cat who arrived at your threshold might be fulfilling a timeless soul accord. The intense sorrow felt at a companion's passing could be the recognition of the absence of a spiritual friend known across many cycles. But pause and consider what is understood about the spiritual purpose embedded in our relationships with animals. Insights reveal that animal companions serve as profound spiritual mentors, illustrating to humanity how to embody unconditional affection, dwell fully in the present moment, and sustain an unbroken connection with the divine awareness. While humans wrestle with ego, judgment, and apprehension, animals naturally express the very spiritual attributes we aspire to cultivate. As certain individuals, deeply sensitive to the rhythms of life, explain, all living beings share a common vital essence, be they animal or human. This understanding affirms that encounters are never purely coincidental. There is always an opportunity for the unfolding of soul awareness intertwined with every connection we foster, and this embrace extends unequivocally to our relationships with animals. This means your animal friend is more than a mere companion. They are a spiritual partner, helping you cultivate patience, empathy, responsibility, and boundless love. Every interaction holds the seed of spiritual refinement. But here is an insight that will fundamentally shift how you perceive your pet's behavior. Because animals operate from a place of collective essence and remain intrinsically linked to divine awareness, they frequently serve as intuitive emissaries and sources of healing for their human families. This brings us to one of the most astonishing aspects of ancient understandings about animals, a wisdom that modern inquiry is only beginning to echo. Have you ever noticed how your dog seems to discern precisely when you require solace? How your cat materializes out of nowhere during your most vulnerable moments? How your pet's demeanor shifts even before you fully register a change in your own well-being? Ancient insights propose this is not mere coincidence. It is an expression of profound spiritual service. Animals steadfastly maintain their connection to the universal creative forces, while human beings often diminish this connection through excessive intellectualization and self-centered choices. Your animal operates from a higher spiritual resonance, which empowers them to perceive subtle shifts that escape your conscious recognition. In contemporary terms, we observe that pets can indeed sense nuances in their human's physiological state, energy fields, and even anticipate medical events. But wisdom from centuries past indicated that this capacity arises from their unwavering attunement to universal consciousness. Here's what this profound awareness signifies for the remarkable connection you feel with your cherished pet. You are not simply imagining that spiritual affinity. From timeless teachings, your animal companion is an active bridge, linking you to the stream of divine awareness, aiding you in recollecting the pure experience of unconditional love. These understandings acknowledge that pets possess distinct individual expressions within their species' collective essence. Your dog's particular quirks, your cat's unique personality, these are not solely genetic variations. From an enlightened perspective, each animal manifests individuality while remaining interconnected with its species' collective spiritual consciousness. This explains why certain animals appear almost telepathically aligned with their caretaker's emotions, why they often manifest at the precise moment during times of emotional vulnerability, and why they seem to grasp insights beyond conventional logic. Many animal caregivers recount instances where their animals seem to know when they are unwell, disheartened, or overwhelmed. Within this framework of profound insight, this is not merely astute observation. It is spiritual sensitivity arising from their abiding connection to divine awareness and the collective stream of life. Now, here is the inquiry every animal lover deeply longs to address. Will I encounter my beloved companion again after this earthly journey concludes? Based on timeless insights into the continuation of spirit and soul groups, the answer emerges as a resonant affirmative, though perhaps not precisely as one might anticipate. Profound contemplation suggests that the spiritual bonds we forge with our animal companions transcend physical separation, just as human spirits may choose to manifest together in varied relationships across lifetimes. Animals who are part of our soul collective may choose to return to us in new expressions. Those who have deeply observed these cycles beautifully describe this potentiality, just as one might sense human spirits contemplating re-entry into life, seeking the moment to bring their essence back to earth. One can now envision our animal friends doing precisely the same. This implies that a cherished animal who has transitioned may return as a new puppy, a kitten, or even a different species, carrying the same spiritual essence, but in a form attuned to your present life circumstances and evolving spiritual needs. But here is where this understanding becomes truly extraordinary, and I urge your full attention, for this next insight could completely reshape how you comprehend the experience of losing a pet and the animals who subsequently enter your life. Individuals deeply immersed in applying these principles to animal well-being share observations of animals who appear to embody specific behavioral traits, preferences, or even subtle physical marks that mirror beloved animals who have passed. While some interpret this as mere chance, a deeper framework suggests something far more profound. Consider this carefully. Have you ever encountered a new animal and immediately felt as if you had known them forever? Have you welcomed a creature into your life who seemed to inherently know your routines, your preferred quiet spots in the home, or even responded to names they could not logically have heard before? From insights concerning soul collectives and animal continuity, these could very well be indications of spiritual recognition. One of the most compelling aspects of animal reincarnation revealed through deep introspection is that the same spiritual essence can manifest in different forms, aligned with what its human soul collective needs for its ongoing spiritual refinement. This implies that your cherished companion from before, one who perhaps offered protection and steadfast loyalty, might return as a creature embodying gentleness and independence, if those are the lessons you are ready to embrace. But the signs of recognition often extend beyond mere behavior. Many animal guardians recount inexplicable synchronicities surrounding timing, finding a new animal on deeply meaningful dates, or having companions arrive in their lives precisely when their hearts are prepared to love anew. From a profound understanding, these are not mere accidents, but intricately orchestrated spiritual reconnections. Even more evidence lies in what could be termed soul recognition between animals and their human counterparts. Some describe gazing into a new animal's eyes and feeling an overwhelming sensation of welcome home, as if the animal itself is communicating, "I have found you again." Within this framework, such instant recognition might be the activation of soul memory spanning many lifetimes. Yet the recognition may arise from a shared spiritual essence rather than exact physical likeness. You might meet a new animal and feel that inexplicable sense of returning home, a resonance akin to the bond you shared with your previous companion. What is even more remarkable, when contemplation turned to the deeper experiences of animals, the profound understanding offered was that these beings possess their own rich inner lives, spiritual purposes, and soul journeys that humanity is only beginning to truly grasp. This suggests that our cherished animals hold profound spiritual experiences and even forms of communication that we are yet to fully comprehend. So, what then does this signify for how you engage with your animal companion in this present moment? According to these enduring principles, recognizing the spiritual nature of your animal friend enhances both their well-being and your own. Holistic practitioners who apply these deeper insights into animal healing observe that acknowledging the multi-layered existence of animals leads to a more complete and compassionate approach to care. This implies treating your pet not merely as a biological organism, but as a spiritual entity deserving of profound respect, boundless affection, and acknowledgement for their inherent soulful qualities. Communicate with your animal, embracing the awareness that you are engaging with a conscious, spiritual being. Many animal guardians who adopt this perspective report forming even deeper bonds and observing enhanced well-being and peace in their companions. Consider that the challenges your pet may present could be sacred opportunities for both of you to grow spiritually. That gentle creature who once carried a burden might be guiding you to cultivate patience and heal ancestral echoes. That independent spirit might be teaching you to honor boundaries while sustaining a tapestry of love. Quiet meditation and prayer that thoughtfully include your animal can profoundly strengthen your shared spiritual connection. Many people discover that integrating their companions into spiritual practices creates a sacred sense of interconnectedness and peace for both human and animal alike. But here is the most profound implication of these timeless teachings concerning animal souls. They reveal that love itself is the binding force that transcends physical boundaries and intimately links souls across myriad lifetimes. The profound affection you feel for your pet is not merely an emotional attachment. It is a profound spiritual recognition. Your pet's unwavering, boundless love for you is not simply an instinctual response. It is divine love finding expression through their pure, innocent awareness. This love does not cease when their physical form dissolves. Insights affirm that love is the eternal current that draws souls together across passages of existence. And the love between human and animal is an intrinsic thread in the very same divine tapestry that connects all consciousness. When you experience the passing of a cherished animal, you are not losing them eternally. You are experiencing a temporary cessation of their physical form, while their soul gracefully continues its journey. The love you shared becomes an indelible part of your eternal spiritual narrative, and that bond may indeed gently draw you together again in future expressions of life. But here is an insight that can bring immediate comfort. If you are grieving a beloved animal now, or help you cherish the time you have with your current companion even more deeply, wisdom suggests that the period immediately following an animal's physical transition is often when the most subtle yet profound spiritual communication can occur. While their physical form has dissolved, their consciousness, freed from the constraints of the earthly body, can often connect with you in ways that transcend the tangible. Many animal guardians describe vivid dreams where their departed companions appear vibrant, youthful, and radiating a profound sense of peace and wholeness. Others speak of sensing their pet's presence during quiet contemplation, perceiving them playfully joining them on a surface, or catching fleeting glimpses of familiar movements in their peripheral awareness. According to a holistic understanding of consciousness, these experiences are not merely the workings of an active mind in sorrow. They are often genuine spiritual communications from beings who seek to reassure you that their love endures and that your bond transcends physical separation. But there is an even more profound layer to this. These understandings suggest that animals, precisely because they remain so pure and attuned to divine awareness, frequently evolve into spiritual guides for their human families after their physical passing. They may subtly help orchestrate the arrival of new companions when your heart is prepared, or provide intuitive guidance during pivotal life choices. Have you ever felt as if a departed animal was subtly leading you to embrace a particular new companion, or sensed their quiet approval when you welcomed a new friend into your home? This framework suggests these intuitions may indeed be accurate spiritual communiques. Some animal caretakers even describe new animals in their lives seeming to possess innate knowledge about a prior beloved pet. Favorite playthings, cherished resting spots, or even behavioral nuances that could not have been learned naturally Based on the concept of the collective animal essence, this could be the prior companion's awareness, sharing insights through the unified stream of animal consciousness to help ease the transition. The most beautiful aspect of this spiritual continuity is that it implies every animal who graces your life, whether through intentional welcoming or unexpected arrival, is an integral part of your soul's unique journey. They are not merely random companions, but conscious spiritual partners who have chosen to assist you in unfolding specific lessons concerning unconditional love, shared responsibility, deep healing, or radiant joy. Some individuals recount vivid dreams or profound spiritual visitations from animal companions who have transitioned. Within this framework of deep spiritual understanding, these are not mere hopeful imaginings. They are expressions of genuine spiritual connection from beings who remain profoundly linked to you beyond physical limitations. The practical resonance of this truth is profound. Treat every shared moment with your animal companion as sacred. Acknowledge that you are not solely providing care for a creature. You are cultivating a profound spiritual relationship that may well extend across many lifetimes. Express heartfelt gratitude for their illuminating presence in your life. Many ancient spiritual paths teach that gratitude deepens spiritual connections and fosters benevolent energy that can enhance future encounters. Trust your innate intuitive bond with your animal. If you sense they are striving to convey something vital, extend your awareness and listen. Profound insights suggest that animals retain more potent intuitive capacities than most humans, and your animal might be seeking to impart spiritual understanding. Most importantly, allow your animal companion's inherent expression of unconditional affection to instruct you in loving more purely yourself. This, according to profound wisdom, is one of the most sublime spiritual gifts that animals lovingly offer humanity. They serve as living embodiments of divine love in action. The quiet contemplation of ancient understandings reveals that the inquiry, "Do animals carry a soul?" yields an answer of beautiful complexity. While animals may not navigate with an individual consciousness driven by personal choice in the same way as humans, they certainly possess a spiritual nature that, in many ways, remains more pure and intrinsically connected to the universal divine current than our own. They remanifest. They journey within soul collectives across countless lifetimes, and they serve as gentle spiritual mentors and cherished companions, guiding humans to embody unconditional affection and a deeper connection to the divine. The profound affection you feel for your animal is not solely an emotional bond. It is a spiritual recognition of a being who shares the very same divine life force that animates all of existence. That bond gracefully transcends physical separation and may indeed draw you together again across passages of life in various forms. So the next time you gaze into your animal's eyes and sense that ancient recognition, trust that subtle intuition. You may be gazing upon a spiritual companion who has chosen to journey with you through many lifetimes, gently teaching you about profound affection, unwavering fidelity, and an abiding connection to the sacred. Your animal companion's spiritual essence might not be structured identically to yours, but it is no less sacred, no less eternal, and no less deserving of deep reverence as a spiritual being embarking on its own journey of unfolding and selfless service. If this contemplation of the deeper truths concerning animals and their essence has resonated within your heart or offered clarity to questions you've always held, consider joining us for more insights into the profound spiritual connections that unite all beings. A simple acknowledgement would affirm that this soul, deep connection with a cherished animal holds meaning for you. Share this with another who seeks solace in the understanding that love endures beyond transition, and convey your own experiences in the comments. Have you ever sensed a past life connection with your animal companion? Your shared spiritual journey might be more profound and timeless than you could ever conceive. The deepest understanding emerging from this reflection is not merely that animals are spiritual beings. It is that love itself is the immortal current that links all conscious entities across every dimension of time, space, and existence, ensuring that no bond forged in genuine affection is ever truly severed.